G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for more Legendary Science. This time, loot from 100 kills of Gigamind. Our methodology remains the same, 2 players with instanced loot, 50 kills for 100 datasets, so that we can record the drops from Gigamind. No luck bonuses on gear or Guardian ranks, and Mayhem 3 normal difficulty. So Mouthpiece was all talk as it appeared, with some pretty low drop rates and a long, drawn-out fight with lots of immunity phases. Gigamind, on the other hand, has a lot to offer the world of science with that big brain of his. I hadn't really farmed Gigamind before, so I didn't know what to expect from him, but I knew it had to be better than the Mouthpiece fight. It turns out it's a pretty fast fight. Gigamind's got a shield and a regular health bar, but there are no actual immunity phases. That said, he does sometimes bring up a directional shield, so if you're solo and trying to shoot him directly from the front when he's got his shield up, that could cause you some problems. Splash damage and grenades can get around his shield, otherwise you'll have to try and flank him when the shield is up. Ideally, you'll want to bring a shock damage weapon to bust his shields, followed by fire or anything else higher DPS for his regular health bar. I predominantly used my cryo hex grenades for sustained DPS and ammo return, and spammed a lightning splash damage alien barrel Hyperion shotgun, which bounces and deals 2 or more explosions. He's a little dude and he flies around quite a bit, so the porcelain pipe bomb is not really ideal, but a possible choice. Depending on the Mayhem mods and how annoying he was with his shield, he took us about 30 seconds to a minute to kill, not too bad. So, without further ado, on to the results. In 100 kills, we got 79 legendaries, 1 anointed legendary, 39 million credits, and 1,210 iridium. Each kill gave us around 9,335 experience, which is quite a bit less than Mouthpiece, curious given that they're both story bosses. So, that all means, on average, killing Gigamind will grant you per kill 0.79 legendaries, 0.01 anointed legendaries, 391,639 credits, and a 12.1 iridium. Like last time, we had very few anointed legendaries, not really enough to draw any conclusions, I think. It seems that they're just super rare overall. With more datasets, I might start to get an idea of what the anointed legendary chance is overall. But for now, I think we just don't make too much of this figure. Now, I knew it wasn't going to take much to beat out Mouthpiece for drops, but we have an official leader for the legendary farm competition, with Gigamind being about twice as profitable for legendary drops as Mouthpiece. So, what did Gigamind drop? His most common drop by a pretty solid margin was the Smart Gun XXL, with 7 in total dropped in 100 runs. It's pretty safe to say that this is Gigamind's loot-tabled signature drop, based on the data and the theme of the item is a big brain gun after all. However, the drop rate is not as high as I would have expected for a loot-tabled drop. 7 in 100 puts it at approximately 7% drop rate, but with this number it could be 5%, it could be 10%, or some other random lowish number. Now with this kind of science, 100 kills is a reasonable sample size to get started with some ideas, but it's not really enough to get a truly accurate percentage drop rate due to variance. The rest of our drops were a long list of legendaries that it's pretty safe to say are all world drops. That is, they can drop anywhere a legendary can drop. With the total legendaries found being pretty high this time around compared to Mouthpiece, we got a fair number of duplicate drops and a set of 3 Moxie's bouncing pear grenades. If we in the future get more datasets with this many legendary drops or more, we might start to get a picture of which legendaries are common and which are rare. Our best drops from this farming session were 2 more Leuda sniper rifles, 1 each for Amy and I, a conference call shotgun for me, and a Lucian's Call for Amy. Amy also got a pair of loaded dice, a luck boosting artifact, which we won't be using in these tests to not throw off our results, but perhaps we could test its use in a future separate study. And finally, I got a fire damage Cutsman, which I'd been looking for a while. A very nice boss killing weapon in this element, with its bullets splitting in 2 and creating a garrote between them. It simply shreds health bars. So my final thoughts are that Gigamind appears to be a solid farm, based on the data we have so far at least. I'm sure future bosses will give even better results, but he's relatively fast to kill and the drop rate is pretty nice. His biggest downfall will be that his shield in solo play can be a real pain to get around depending on the weapons you have at your disposal. His tabled legendary, the Smart Gun XXL, is a pretty fun and unique guns with legs weapon that might be worth getting one of for a laugh. It might even be kind of decent in a guns with legs focused build, it's at least pretty hilarious. And that is it for this episode of Legendary Science. Feel free to share your thoughts or scientific findings in the comments below. In the next episode, we'll be beating on the much-hated Kilovolt, which will be quite cathartic for some of you, I'm sure. That's it for now, I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.